Hello guys, hoping you are all well and keeping safe. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. For my new members, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and don't forget to share with your friends. So guys, today I want to bring you my story. I want you to hear my story. I want you to know me more, to know me better, as we continue interacting and growing this channel together, guys. So I just have my brief history of what I remember when I was a child. And yeah, I'm Mary Simiyu. For those who don't know me, I'm born and raised here in Kenya, in Bungoma County, a place called Kimaiti. On your way to Malaba, there's a place called Kimaiti. Just a few kilometers from Kimaiti, there is a village called Napara. That is where I was born. My mom was a Ugandan. She was Agisu. Not Agusi. She was Agisu. Yeah. And may her soul rest in eternal peace. My mom passed on like more than 10 years ago. I was born and raised in a polygamous family. My mom was the second wife to my dad. We have a stepmom who now has 7 children. And in total or in general, I am the 6th born in the family of, we are now 11 children, And on the side of my mom, I'm the second born. I have my elder sister, then I'm the second born. Then there was a brother who followed me, but he died also when he was young. Then there's another brother of mine who is now at the University of Nairobi. And then there was now another sibling who followed my brother who is in the university. But he also passed on, and also we had our last born who also passed on. So guys, have been raised in a very, very humble background. I mean very, very humble background. I remember we used to have a small house made of grass and mud. It was a 1-bedroom house and a small kitchen. And we used to sleep in that small kitchen as siblings. I used to sleep, me and my elder sister and my younger brother, in that kitchen. And we were a total of 6 children in our family. I come from a God-fearing family. Our family is Catholic, right from grandma, and even my mom and dad were all Catholics. And I was a liturgical dancer. I used to dance in church. Musinione hivi. I was a liturgical dancer in Catholic church. For those who are Catholics, they understand. So I used to carry stool for my mom and escort her to church, because by that time our church did not have enough chairs. So most of people used to carry their own chairs to church, and I used to carry a small stool for my mom, or a small chair for my mom to church. And yeah, I enjoyed everything, because on Saturdays we could go and we prepare mass for tomorrow, and we could carry some cow dungs. We prepare church, we clean the church, as we also dance, as we prepare for the next for the Sunday mass. And I used to enjoy that actually. And also I also used to go to Sunday schools. We used to have a Sunday schools, but it did not last for long, because there was no teacher there was no Sunday school teacher, so it did not last for long. But we used to go to Sunday schools, and yeah, we enjoyed everything. And yeah, I thank God our parents built that faith foundation. They built that foundation in us. Even as we grew, we knew the importance of prayer. We knew the importance of going to church and just celebrating and having family masses together. Another thing that I will never forget, our house used to leak. It had holes. I told you it was made of grass, so it had some holes. It had a lot of holes actually. And when it rained, we had to put some basins in the sitting room, in the bedroom, in the kitchen, penye maji na mwagika tu. So ikijaa tunamwaga nje, tunarudi tena tunaweka, tunamwaga nje, tunarudi tena tunaweka, so that at least maji sijai kwa nyumba. That one I will never forget, because sometimes mvua inaanza kunyesha at night. When it starts raining at night, you had to wait for that rain before you start sleeping, because mtajipata asubuhi mko kwa maji, mmeloa maji. And we used to sleep on old rags, old clothes. Tunaangalia nguo zenye baba ameona nguo zake zimechapa sana. He gave us that tunguo, you know, na tunatandika chini. We used to sleep on that old clothes. And I also remember my sister is the one who used to spread those viraka very well until inakuwa mahali pa kulalia. So when you wake up, you just put those old rags in a certain corner, you know, with that. Maybe my younger brother is the one who used to urinate during the night. Mnaamuka, mnaenda mnaanika nje maybe, or sometimes mnaweza amuka mnaenda shule, you forget. With that urine and everything, you put those viraka in a certain corner. When you put in a certain corner, you know, in the evening, when my sister was about to spread them again, there was a snake, guys. Imagine. We just had my sister shouting. I think we were in the sitting room. We went and see there was a black snake from those viraka. Guys, believe it or not, hey, we were surprised. Mpaka tuliogopa. I was very afraid to sleep again in those viraka. Hiyo ndo siku nilianza kulala na shosho. That's because most of my step siblings, when they reached a certain age, they used to go and sleep with my grandmother. And of course, with my grandmother will provide for you some mattress, some nice blankets. And yeah, from that moment, I used to fear sleeping in that viraka because I just remembered that snake. We talked to our father, and our father accepted us also to start sleeping at our grandma's place. And it was really very, very nice, because sometimes if it's very late, maybe from 9 p.m. at night, my dad used to escort us to our grandma's place. We could just go and sleep there. And of course, our grandma's place was a bit better because we were so many, and our grandma could give us some small mattresses tunatandika chini, anatupigia story, anatupigia hizo story za kitambo, anatuimbia, we could pray together, you know. And the same grandma will walk you up, you go as you go, prepare to go back to school. By 6 atakuwa ameamsha kila mtu anaanza kuamsha nyako class 8, anaanza kuamsha by 5, you know. And I used to enjoy that life. So we started at least sleeping at my grandma's place. I also remember one day, I told you earlier, guys, so many days we used to sleep hungry, so many days we used to take sugarless tea, sugarless porridge. And there's a day that my mom was really desperate. She didn't know what we will have for supper. And so she had her nearby relatives, you know. She had a nearby relative from Uganda, and they were well. But that time, I remember they were driving. They had a good life, very good life. They were living a good life with a very big house, you know. And my mom just went to try her luck, you know, if they can help her with some food so that she can come to prepare for dinner for us. And I remember my mom told us, I'm leaving you, I'm going to, I don't want to mention their names. I'm going there, I want to go and check if they can give me some food. And she left us and wait. We waited for like an hour or two. My mom came back in rain. It was really raining so heavily. And we see our mom coming back in rain, empty-handed, you know. We were surprised to see our mom coming in rain. Like, why did she had to wait for rain to stop for her to come back? But anyways, my mom came straight to the house, and she did not speak to anyone. Like, she went direct to the bedroom. She changed her clothes and she started crying, you know. We just heard her crying. And we just went in the bedroom. We asked her what's wrong. And you know what, guys? I'll never forget. May the soul of my mom rest in eternal peace. I wish my mom was alive. I could always remind her that day. I could always do everything to make sure that my mom doesn't, like, I could just do anything to make sure that I provide sugar for my mom, that I provide some basic need and food for my mom. Like when I remember that day, I sometimes feel like crying. It's very emotional, guys, because my mom just went direct to the bedroom. She changed the wet clothes and she started crying. And we went there and asked my mom, what's wrong? My mom told us, you know, we were with my elder sister. She told us they did not even open the door for her, you know, and the rain has started pouring, you know. She told them, let me just come in, you know. I wait for the rain to end and I go back. They did not even open the door for her, guys. It was raining and the rain was ilikuwa inazidi tu kunyesha. Guys, some things when I remember, I wish my mom was alive. I wish my mom was here for us to make her proud. I know I'm not there yet, but I know one day I could make my mom proud. I could make her proud, because they could not even open the door for her. And imagine, it had started raining. They could not even open the door for her, so she had to wait there. She had to wait there for like an hour. Then she just decided, acha niende. They were dogs. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't want to be emotional because I just thank God. So they were dogs, you know. They were like 3 dogs. So they started barking at her. They started barking at her. They were like wanted to bite her. And you know, these dogs was zinafungwa. So I think waliziachilia. So my mama akaona tu wacha aende tu kwa mvua. So my mom came in the rain. She was really wet. Like alikuwa amenyeshewa. She was shivering. She was guy. Akachange tu nguo, and then she started crying. Then she told us, just work hard. One day you will make me proud. I remember my mom telling us that. So after my mom told us what happened and she came in rain, she just took a jembe and went in the farm, you know, in the shamba, and came back with a banana, the raw banana. And that banana is not meant for cooking. That banana is for ripening. And my mom just came with it and told us to prepare. Tukatengeneza hiyo ndizi, tukaweka. Tukaweka chumvi kidogo. And my mom told us to boil it for a very long time, because it will take time for it to cook. I'm telling you guys, we started cooking that banana from around 7 p.m. up to 10 p.m. the banana had not cooked. It was just hard, like very, very hard. It was not cooking. That banana is not meant for cooking actually. Hiyo ni ya kuivisha. It did not cook. And my mom decided just ilibidi tutukule hivyo. And remember, we also have siblings there, young siblings that are around 1 year. They had to consume that uncooked banana. It was very, very hard. Tukaweka na, there was no even unga. Tukaweka na maji, tukaweka majani. We had to take with sugarless tea without milk. Yeah, and I remember that's what we had for that day for supper. I really thank God for my family. I bless God every day for my family, because they just laid a great foundation to us, you know. I have always learned to be humble wherever the situation is. Have always learned to be patient with life. Have always learned to be respectful to each and everyone. I will always remain humble in my life no matter what. And I will never forget God for the fact that He has brought us as a family. And respect, that's one thing that I will always never forget. Because so there are those sweet moments that I will live to remember them. I remember the trip that we used to make with my late mom back to Uganda. It was just awesome. Though the journey was a bit tiring and long, but I love Uganda more because the environment there, Uganda is evergreen all the seasons, and there was plenty of food back then in Uganda, you know. And actually I felt like there was no hunger in Uganda. And wherever we came back from Uganda, we used to carry a lot of food, a lot of bananas, a lot of, how do we call them? I don't know how to call them in English, but back in Uganda, they used to call them kamalea. We used to carry kamalea back in Kenya, and yeah, sugarcane. And I just felt like Uganda did not have hunger compared to Kenya. So actually, I used to love Uganda more than Kenya when I was young. And wherever we came from Uganda, I used to adopt some of the cultures and the characters, yeah, from Uganda. And they used to tell me that sometimes I could come from Uganda, I could greet people while kneeling, you know. So every time there was too much hunger back in our home in Kenya, I used to remind my mom and my stepmom, why can't we go back to Uganda? You know, we come back with some bananas, we come back with some sugar cane, we come back with some maize, with some goodies, you know. I just used to remind them each and every time.